At the meeting of NATO defense ministers at Ramstein Air Force Base, various member countries committed to sending more weapons to Ukraine in their effort to push the invading Russians out of their country. The next few videos will cover what is going to be sent and some of what has already been sent, as well as some details about each system. Today we'll start off with the infantry vehicles that are going to be or have already arrived in the hands of the Ukrainian army. Infantry vehicle M2A2 Bradley ODS, Operation Desert Storm variant, quantity 50. Comes with 25mm M242 Bushmaster chain gun with 900 rounds, BGM-71 TOW anti-tank missile with 5 missiles, including 2 in a launcher and 2 javelins. Has a 7.62mm coaxial M240C machine gun with 2,200 rounds. Has a crew of 3, driver, gunner, commander, and 7 infantry. It includes an eye-safe laser rangefinder, a tactical navigation system incorporating precision lightweight GPS receiver, and a digital compass system, a missile countermeasure device designed to defeat first-generation wire-guided missiles, and the Force 21 Battle Command Brigade and below Battlefield Command Information System, and a thermal imaging sight was added for the driver. The Marder infantry fighting vehicle from Germany. 40 had been promised. Comes with a 20mm Rheinmetall Mk20 RH202 autocannon, Milan anti-tank guided missile launcher with 4 missiles, and a 7.62 MG3 machine gun. Has a crew of 3 and 6 infantry. 1,250 rounds for the 20mm, 5,000 rounds for the MG3. The M1126 infantry carrier vehicle, otherwise known as a Striker, the U.S. is sending approximately 100, probably more. It comes armed with a 50 caliber M2 Browning machine gun or a 40mm Mark 19 grenade launcher mounted in a Protector remote weapon station, or a 30mm Mark 44 Bushmaster 2 gun, or a 105mm M68A2 gun on the M1128 mobile gun system. The basic infantry carrier provides armor protection for a 2-man crew and a squad of 9. There is no word on what model is being sent to Ukraine. The French have promised to send 30 AMX-10 RC reconnaissance vehicles. The AMX-10 RC is fitted with a 105mm medium pressure gun mounted in a 3-man turret. Crew size is 4. The F2 gun fires 105 by 527R proprietary ammunition. An ANF-1 7.62mm machine gun is mounted coaxial to the main armament. It has 2 electric operated grenade launchers that are mounted on each side of the turret. It carries 38 main gun rounds, 4,000 rounds, 7.62 for the machine gun, and 16 smoke grenades. Canada has promised Ukraine 39 ACSV Super Bisons. This comes with a M242 Bushmaster chain gun with 210 rounds and an RWS C6 general purpose machine gun with 2,200 rounds. Canadian officials stated the vehicles along with spare parts will be delivered during the summer of 2022, but more are on the way. Canada promised send Ukraine 200 Senator armored vehicles. This is a wheeled armored personnel infantry mobility vehicle, basically a military armored car produced by Rochelle of Canada based on the Ford F550 chassis. Great Britain has promised Ukraine an unknown number of the FV-432 Bulldog. This comes with a main armament of a 7.62mm L7 general purpose machine gun. This is proven to be flexible and can be used and converted from one role to another with reasonable ease using installation kits. The U.S. has promised an unknown number of M1117 armored security vehicles. This was one of the first U.S. vehicles built on a specialized mine-resistant hull. Its armament consists of an Mk19 grenade launcher, an M2 HB Browning machine gun mounted in a turret, and an M240H medium machine gun mounted outside the gunner's hatch. The M1117 can ford water up to 5 feet deep. The U.S. has also promised to send an unknown number of mine-resistant, ambush-protected MRAP vehicles of the Cougar variety. Has a crew of 2 plus 10 infantry. Armament on this varies, but it remains to be seen what will be sent. Great Britain has promised Ukraine an unknown number of FV-107 scimitars. This comes with a 30mm L21 Rardin cannon with 165 rounds and coaxially mounted 7.62 L37A1 machine gun with 2,000 1,000 rounds. It has a crew of 3. It's an armored track reconnaissance vehicle under the old but still useful category. The Americans have sent a large number of M113 armored personnel carriers, and, well, to quote the Ukrainians that have been using it, the M113 isn't new, it isn't sophisticated, but it's fast, flexible, and available. There are multiple variants of this basic battle taxi, which include a standard personnel carrier with a 50 cal machine gun on top, 3 different varieties of mortar carriers that can be fired without dismounting from the track, as well as medical evacuation, and my all-time favorite, the M901 ITV improved tow vehicle turret that mounts 2 missiles with 10 in a ready rack. Also, old but still useful is the BVP-1 Armored Infantry Fighting Vehicle. It's a Czech-made version of the BMT-1. It has a crew of 3 plus 8 infantry. It's equipped with a 73mm cannon, Type 71, with a smoothbore coupled with a 7.62mm PKT tank machine gun, and a launching rail for anti-tank Stagger guided missile. Thanks to its armor, airtight inner space with filtered ventilation devices, it provides good protection against the blast wave and effects of nuclear, chemical, or biological weapons as it moves through contaminated terrain. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the big guns, the artillery that's being sent.